What's up guys, welcome back for another YgoPro duel video. Next match, Cross-Banlist Cup, so still 6 matches remaining here. And then we can finally start with the top 16 knockout stages, right? But then, then again, like last year, the deck, at least one deck, starting from the top 16, they can still permit themselves of getting one loss. But now Group F, let's start off with Group F. Laval Quasar, Destiny Hero beats Synchrocat and Chaos Dragons, the first matchup of today here. Both decks still have a chance to move on to the top 16, that's both Laval's Quasar, which is by the way an OCG list, will take on Chaos Dragons pretty much from 2012 TCG build, by the way. So the first list is of course OCG Lavals with the one of Torrential Tribute here in the main deck. Triple Maxi, of course, for the most obvious reasons. One of the best hand traps in this game. Maxi lets you draw into your battle stoppers. Here in this case it will be Battle Fader. Access to Triple Blaster can be important to fuel one of your Laval monsters. Is it Cannoneer that can special summon something from your banished pile again, boosting up those synchro summons, right? Boost, I believe it's called Boost Warrior, just gives you the option next to Battle Fader as well of making Formula Synchron and putting Shooting Quasar on your side of the field, which is again pretty much your MVP to go to. The second list we have Chaos Dragons from back in 2012. This should be Peter Crow's winning, was it YCS Toulouse, winning YCS list. First place again with, Triple Pulsar, the Double Red MD, etc, etc. Pre-errata Future Fusion, let's not forget. So yeah, which deck has the advantage? Again, thanks for all the predictions as you're seeing here, and definitely do it for the next video as well, for the next matchup. But still, it feels that Pulsar slash Chaos Dragons have a slight advantage over Lavals, over Laval Quasar. Both decks are somewhat oriented of OTK-ing your opponent, while, and that's the big difference between both of them, is Lavals does need some time to set up, same, with Pot of Duality, card D, especially with that particular card. The Engine, the huge Foolish Burial here for Lavals, etc. So, and that's not really the case with your Chaos Dragons here. Super fast deck, and if it's able to draw into Future Fusion, the game is pretty much over. Okay, let's see the first example duel. Okay, first game. I think the opponent gets to start here. That's definitely a good start. I mean, if you're able to open up with a couple of, at least a couple of the Lightsworn engines, right, with both Charge of the Library Gate and Solar Recharge, you can instantly fuel your Chaos monsters and... Yep, GG. I mean, drawing, or at least opening with Future Fusion. Pre-errata Future Fusion, by the way, so you can immediately send the 5 dragons from your deck to the graveyard, and preferably, like a Pulsar, which you can potentially reborn, and then preferably, again, a target for a Pulsar, just in case if it's destroyed, that can be Dark Flare or Red MD, it doesn't really matter which one. But most importantly, just send your Eclipses from your deck to the graveyard to gain some more pluses during the next turn. Here, this would have been an OTK, so I was forced pretty much to drop an early Fader. You don't really want to do that, right? You want to keep the Fader as long as possible in your hand to prevent a possible OTK. Here, I definitely should have dropped the Maxi during the draw phase, but it's not going to matter too much. Well, maybe the one-off extra draw, but again, it's not going to matter that much. Drawing into Blaster and still one turn remaining with Rekindling here. So normal summon, I believe it's Cannon, yeah, Laval Cannon indeed. So again, try to get something back from my banished pile, maybe opening up something like a Black Rose, and again, Pulsar will be at least will be using its effect when it's destroyed. So. And that's a deadly combination. I mean, in today's format, the combination of both Pulsar and Red Eyes Darkness Melddragon isn't that threatening anymore, but during that time of period back in 2012, and especially during that format, I mean, with, I believe, Insectors, Dino Rabbits as well, having Pulsar was just such a big threat, right? Well, anyway, so I get to start, and that's definitely something I want. Again, this deck needs setup unless you open Busted with their huge Foolish Burial and like 1 or 2 Rekindling, right? right, but that's not the case. But I think I was able to, I believe, Gold Surgery Kingling, and thanks to Maxi, that Maxi definitely has a purpose here for the most obvious reasons, getting those extra draws and potentially drawing into the faders. The opponent does take a chance here to go for the possible OTK, probably would have done the same, right? It's only still 3 battle faders in like a 40 card deck, but if you have the option, why not, right? Okay, Catester is definitely an okay option against the Pulsar. Well, against Chaos Dragons in general, but still he does have like a couple of negations or a couple of answers to get rid of the Catester, right? But again, the Maxi gets me a couple of draws, and eventually also, I believe thanks to Battle Fader earlier, was able to survive, and here finally the 2 extra turns needed to put Shooting Quasar on the field and eventually attack for game. I somewhat sacrificed an extra draw here with DG Wonder DG Hyper Librarian. Indeed, but again, it's not going to matter too much since I have enough fuel here on my side of the field to attack for a game. So again, the also important game number 3, but the opponent has the advantage and he gets to start, right? So normal summoning Card Trooper again gets lucky, immediately sending the Eclipse from his deck to the graveyard, banishing the Red MD. Again, a superb start on his part, so hopefully, and that's how it was with Lavals, right? Seeing in your opening end no Fader, no Scarecrow to potentially hold off an opponent, so with like a lot of fear, you're normal summoning your card D and hopefully, first of all, get the effect off, so hopefully your opponent not having the Veiler, and of course, during the end phase, draw 2 cards, hopefully one of those 2 cards being like the hand trap you need, mainly Battle Fader or Scarecrow, but nope, that wasn't the case, so I think a well-deserved win for Chaos Dragons here again, proving it was a bit faster and maybe a little bit more consistent to get the OTK needed. Well, eventually, you know, to go for a game. So Light Swords, Chaos Dragons will get the 6 points and will move on to the next, well yeah, to the pretty much the top 16 cutoff. So the next match, like always, feel free to leave your predictions. Quite important here for Syncrocat still, it at least needs to win, I believe, 1 match. I can't remember the match it had with, I believe, Laval Quasar, if it won or lost its matchup against Laval, since that's quite important. But still, if Syncrocat obviously wins its matchup against the Heroes, it will move on to the top 16 cutoff as well. So like always, feel free to leave predictions. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching and feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.